All right, folks. Hello. Hello once again. I hope everybody's doing all right. I'm just checking the levels. It looks like we are good to go on that end. YouTube is picking me up okay. Twitch is picking me up okay. All right. I think we're good to go. Let's should we just get right into it? Should we just jump into it? You know what I'm saying? Hashtag Philly D. Hashtag feelin' Philly. That's a pretty good hashtag, I think. Anyway, I'm getting distracted, folks. So what are we doing? Well, isn't that just a great question? Isn't that just a never-ending question? Well, it looks like maybe there's a kitty cat behind me somewhere. I wonder if he'll come around. I think he's sitting on his chair. Let me check real quick. Yes, there's a kitty cat. Maybe you can see him actually. Let's see if this works. There's a kitty. Look at the little kitty. He's just sitting so peacefully. Okay, back up. Goodbye, kitty. Sorry, folks. That's all the kitty cat action you get. I can't just leave him there. I gotta keep the green screen up so it looks nice. Anyway, I'm getting distracted again. What are we doing? Well, I think what I want to do, I want to play some Dark Souls 3. I want to get some classic Cinder's mod action going. So we'll tab over. We'll wait for this big honker to load. Oh, we need sound. There we go. That should be sound. Let's give it a second. It should come through okay. Let's see how loud this music is. We are at negative 40 decibels. Hey, that's actually pretty quiet. That's wonderful. Is he going to give me audio? Do I need to do something else to get some audio? Hang on one second. Yeah, I'm not getting any audio. One second. I gotta figure this out. My speakers are off. So I gotta turn them back on. 1 second. Okay. This. There we go. Thank you. Thank you to the lovely John Reisinger for giving me audio once again. That was a little snippet from your boy. So what are we doing? Should I do a little bit of explaining about what's going on in my Dark Souls character, or I guess in this world? So I guess like right now, I'm kind of deciding like which is my favorite weapon, which weapon do I like the most, like which weapon is the most usable. And I'm kind of I think I'm gonna stick with this guy, the Black Knight Greatsword. I think I was gonna say the Black Knight Greatsword or the Black Dragon Greatsword. Either of them is pretty good. The Black Knight Greatsword does 930 AR on a single hit, and I think the Black Dragon is like 671. But like here, I guess we'll do a little bit of show off. Ugh. Oh my god. Is that who I think it is? Is that Kev? Am I being graced with the presence of Kev? Did you get a new? That's incredible, dude. Did you get a new Twitch account? Do I have to mod you on a different? Oh no, you're already modded. I'm lying. You're good. You don't have class today. You changed your name, so it's still the same account. Perfect, dude. That is legendary. I'm really glad to see you, Kev. It's nice to see you. I probably should have included. No, I think we're okay. I was gonna say I probably should have included something about your 130 class. Is your classes almost over? because I know my little brother is about to end his semester. He literally just went to his last class. So anyway, yeah, dude, that's so sick, dude. So this is what we're dealing with. So this is the Black Dragon Greatsword. Switching to full-time work next Monday. Oh my god, where are you working? Are you getting a full-time salary too? Like some good payment? So I'll just show this off while I'm talking with Kev a little bit. So this is the Black Dragon. The Great Wheel? Like that Great Wheel? $16.69 an hour? That's pretty great. You're working 40-hour. Are you going to be working? Can you work overtime too? Because like 40 hours is full time. So anything beyond that, maybe a raise if I get trained to be an operator. So you're kind of like working alongside. That's so sick, dude. That's a great job. I remember I've only ever been to the Great Wheel once, but like, yeah, the people who work there are like so sweet and so nice. And it was just a great experience. And I'm hoping that, I hope that you don't get a lot of drunk dudes and like real assholes. I hope that it's just like party girls and like homecoming parties. I was trained for one shift a couple weeks ago for the Flying Ride Wings over Washington. Dude, this is legendary. Dude, this is crazy. Like Twitch, you're actually like keeping up with me. The Twitch is actually, there's no delay almost. There's a lot less delay. They're drunk and annoying people. Oh, that's so awful. Yeah, so like the Black Dragon Greatsword is really fast. I think its moveset is I don't know if it actually exists in another weapon. It might. Very little delay, dude. That's freaking legendary. Well, I'm happy for you, Kev. I'm really excited. I feel like if you are... So what's your schedule like? When are you working? Is it... Do you have awful hours or do you kind of get to pick and choose? Are you restreaming? Yeah, I'm on YouTube too. Yeah, like if you go to YouTube, the restream bot is like talking... How would I say... What's the right word? He's rebroadcasting what you're saying. It's either 10 to 4 or 4 to 10. Oh my god. Oh, that's actually not bad. Dude, that's trying for 6 shifts. Okay. So you're doing so you're taking one day off then? Dude, that is sick. Anyway, I keep getting distracted. Well, so the Black Dragon Greatsword, I just love this weapon because it's fast and it attacks really fast. Maybe 2 days off. That's sick. I love the light attack, full days, that's sick. But then you get the day off, and then you have full income. Like you have a bunch of income coming in. And dude, if you have a bunch of income, hey dude, weed is legal. You could get some brewskis. I don't know. I've been really getting down with that since I turned 21. I don't really have people to hang out with, but I still enjoy substances, I guess I would say. So I always get down. If that hasn't stopped you, of course it hasn't, dude. I mean, I love living in Seattle. It's so easy to get anything you want. You know what I mean when I say anything you want. But anyway, so if I was using the Black Dragon, I could obliterate anything. The Black Dragon also has some really great weapon arts. So the intro weapon art, that is Gale's blade. Here, let's pull up Gale so we can show you. So yeah. So the intro the intro weapon art is this weapon art, that's Gale's. But then Gale has a different attack. So he has this attack which is okay, but it's hard to hit. And then this attack, which is just really good. But sadly, the Black Dragon, I think it has more curved sword movesets. Not for important things. This is anonymous. Yeah, I got you, dude. I'm not gonna say that. I'll because it doesn't show up on the VOD, so I kind of want to. I got you. I can relate with that, but I try not to put a lot of stuff on record, and so I'm trying to keep it low key. But I got you. That's I feel like when you do that stuff kind of chronically, it's you really have to be careful about when you do it and the frequency that you do it and what kind of habits you form around that stuff, because it really, really quickly it can become dangerous. But I think obviously there are downsides to it, and you kind of have to acknowledge those downsides. But it's kind of like this is weird. The thing that I'm about to say is weird, but it's kind of like you're kind of giving yourself a challenge by kind of doing something chronically. Yeah, you have to work with it. Yeah, you work with it. It's not that you're working against it or you're letting it control you. It's that you have to work alongside of it, and really you have to be extremely aware and very careful with how you do it. Yeah, so anyway. So here's the weapon art. So this is Gale's. This is a standard curved sword follow-up attack. So that's the first follow-up. The first follow-up is like the wide sweep that you get from curved swords. And then the second follow-up, this is the upper follow-up. That's also a special weapon art. That's only for one unique weapon. Let's pull that up. Let me just show it off real quick. So that specific weapon art is from here, this guy, the Old Wolf curved sword. This guy is legendary. So there's one move. Oh, that didn't work properly. Whoa, that was different. Aha, there we go. That's what we were looking for. So that's what you got. That's what you got to work with. So the Black Dragon kind of has the ability to... Here's how I would describe it. Black Dragon is kind of more of a gimmicky, kind of fast-paced weapon. So with the weapon art, you have the ability... So you can either... So I'll do the Old Wolf first, and I'll show you the strategy for that. So really, like, Gale's attack does a lot of damage, and it's a guaranteed stagger. So you stagger them, and then if you need to back off, then you use the Old Wolf attack, and you can kind of back off. But then if you want to press forward and press the advantage, then you can go Gale's into the curved sword attack, and that's a wide sweep. So you're going to take out like all of the enemies in front of you. So that's kind of, if you have a bunch of fodder enemies, then you can really obliterate them in an instant. So that is the Black Dragon. That is one of my favorite weapons ever. But I will say that the Black Knight sword is probably still better, honestly. Like if you have an AR of 930 and your moveset is this good, then it's like you can't say no to this, because you got... I would say that this greatsword moveset is probably the best. It's like the single best attack in the game, period. Like, you swing so fast and it does so much damage that it's almost a guaranteed hit, like no matter what. And it's so useful for bosses. It makes my life so much easier. So there's that, and then the follow-up is kind of a slam, and you can kind of direct it, so you can hit somebody with this slam attack, and then you can bring it around. You can kind of bring this one around and hit them from the back. Yeah, you saw that? I literally did a 180 and hit them from behind. Yeah, you can kind of hit them from behind. And then, because it's a Black Knight weapon, the Black Knight weapons all have unique heavy attacks, so the Black Knight Greatsword heavy attack is a flinging attack, so it can launch enemies into the air. Okay. I think I've done enough explaining. Let's just get into it. We've been going now for 12 minutes. I've basically been blabbing on about this shit for a long time. So anyway, we've got stuff to do. So we're just gonna play some of Dark Souls for a while. So wait, so Kev, did you visit my website? Are you making a YouTube video just playing? This video is gonna get uploaded. So you can visit this just the Insta. Well, if you go to my Instagram page, I posted that photo because my new website is live. My official website that has a section for my new book, God's Racetrack, and it also has a section for YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. So you can visit all of those links. You can also read a little blurb about my book. So that's the main purpose. Little advertising plug for me. It's in the bio. Everything you need, anything you would want to know about me, I've included in there, and it's a Squarespace website, so it's pretty easy to update. So I'm excited to start adding things to that website and trying to include some cool information and some things for people to be excited about. Oh shit. Oh, these guys can't enter this room, I think. I think I'm good. They're not going to follow me in here. Unless they are going to follow me in here. Oh my god, dude. I think I can kill him in one hit, though. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of frame drops. I'm used to running at 120, so seeing attacks in 60 FPS is kind of fucking with me. I need to just kill this guy. Oh, 880. That's bullshit. So it's not a one hit. Even still, even though my AR is 930, it's still not a one hit kill, which is just, it's shameful, dude. It's just embarrassing. I don't know what to say. It's that shouldn't be happening, dude. I should be one-shotting all of these fools. Oh my god. Oh, I think there's a bonfire literally right there from what I remember. So let's go over that way, actually. I think if I can kill the pursuer, then a bonfire will appear. Yeah, like, dude, I've been playing Neo 2 so much, and Neo 2 runs at 120 FPS. Oh, the pursuer didn't show up. Are you kidding me, dude? Do I have to like summon him in some way? Twitch and YouTube don't like restreaming. Yeah, they don't. I don't think they do, but I don't care. Like, I think what happens is the algorithm doesn't pick up on, like, they don't advertise me as much, but it's like it's like, fuck you. Like, Twitch and YouTube don't like restreaming. I don't care. Like, Twitch and YouTube can go fuck themselves. I'm gonna restream so that I don't have to upload this video afterwards. The only reason that I stream to YouTube and Twitch is so that the YouTube video gets uploaded as soon as I finish. That's the only reason. And so that way I can just store all of my... Oh god, I'm getting some frame rate drops. Should I look at my graphics settings? It's all on low, dude. Yeah, but I think Kev, you are right that YouTube and Twitch both don't like it that you stream to the other one. Like, that you stream to both at once. But I just see that as a challenge. Like, oh, so here's what I imagine. It's like, oh, YouTube and Twitch aren't going to advertise me? Well, guess I just have to wait, and then eventually people will discover my content on my own. Your point isn't that they don't like it. I'm curious what you're thinking. I think what they do is they don't promote your content if you stream to both. If you stream Twitch solely or YouTube solely, yeah, they promote it more. Oh my god. I honestly don't care if YouTube you could get to partner quicker with all viewers. I think to me it is a risk reward assessment where I kind of say, to me, it's more valuable for me to upload my videos directly. That is infinitely more valuable. Like, just the ease of use and the fact that like it's so streaming is so simple for me. All I have to do is change the title, change the thumbnail, add the YouTube video to my Stream VODs playlist, and then I stream. And then when I'm done streaming, then I forget about it until next Thursday. I don't even have to think about it. I like the concept of streaming and being successful and wanting viewers. It just disappears from my mind. I don't even care anymore. So I can just focus on playing Dark Souls or playing Neo or playing Warframe and just enjoying myself. Because I feel like it's just so dangerous. Like, I see it all the time where it's like a person wants to be successful on YouTube and they want to be famous. Like, it's really that simple. Like, if you are successful on YouTube and Twitch, you are only successful because you are like 60% famous. Like, you are famous enough that you have a community and you have people who are willing to support you monetarily. And I think what happens is you get so obsessed with wanting to be famous and wanting to be successful and you're just working and working and working. And it's like, I feel like that would just kill me in 3 years. I would just be dead in a matter of minutes. I can't live that way. I know there are people that are like that. That's like, oh yeah, rise and grind. Like I wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm working all day, 7 days a week for like 6 years to like straight, where you're just not even taking a break. And it's like, I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Like, I want to enjoy my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if I have this inhuman drive to like just produce and just market myself, and I'm constantly working and I'm constantly just like thinking about YouTube and thinking about what else could I be doing? Could I be doing this? Could I be doing that? Could I be on TikTok? Gary V, just that's all you need to say. That's all. The name Gary V just summarizes it so well. Because you look at Gary V and you're like, is Gary V bald? Is Gary V bald? I feel like he might be bald. I feel like he has stressed himself out so much. Like he's overloaded himself with so much stress that like his hair is going to fall out. Like by the time his hair has already fallen out. It's already in the process. It's already too late for Gary V. Like the stress has taken decades off of his life. That's the way I see it. Like, I'm curious. I really, you bring up Gary V and I think about like, what is Gary V going to be like when he is 60, when he is 80? I mean, God, if he makes it to 100, could you imagine? Like, would it be a positive thing or would it be a negative thing? Because I feel like the way I would describe it is that like, if you put a lot of stress on yourself at a young age, it feels to me like you're stealing years from your future. Like if you spend year 20 through like from your 20th birthday through your 30th birthday, if you spend all of that time just like burning yourself out and destroying yourself with the goal of being successful, I feel like you lose like 20 years of good life from yourself. Like it's just leached away. Like if you want to be successful, it's like, okay, this is going to be a deep cut, but I hope it hits with somebody. Should I say this? This is kind of a spoiler. I don't think I'm going to say this actually. Anyway, but it's kind of like you make a pact with yourself. Like you make a pact with like some divine being. And the pact is, if you give up the last 20 years of your life, then you will be successful in 2 years. That's the pact that you make with yourself and with some higher power. Like you basically say, hey, I'm going to work myself so hard that the last 20 years of my life are basically going to be meaningless. But the opposite side of that is that I'm going to be successful 5 years earlier, 10 years earlier, whatever it is. I feel like that is kind of the mindset that a lot of people have, where it's kind of like you want to be successful and you want to be famous at any cost, and the cost matters so little to you that you actually you don't even care. Like you could be killing yourself actively. Like you could be losing like 10 pounds a week and you would be like, you wouldn't even care. It wouldn't even matter to you because you're so laser focused on that one goal that it's just like you don't even realize that you're going to die in like 10 years or whatever. You know what I mean? That's always the vibe that I've gotten. I've always felt like the type of person that doesn't really handle stress well. Although I play a lot of Dark Souls, but I think that's kind of my idea, is like I'm always preparing myself for stress so that I'm more comfortable with it. and so that I can get rid of the stress faster and so I can enjoy myself more. Because like if something makes me stressful, I just inherently try to avoid it unless I can understand it and kind of get an upper hand on it. Like it just seems pointless. Like there are some people that I interact with, and there's like some things that happen in my life where I'm just like, things just kind of happen, and I'm like, I don't want that to happen ever again, because I know that like every time it happens, it's just such a burden on my existence, and it's just draining my life. Yeah, so that right there, that is probably the single best move in the game. Actor Man. Should I know what that is? Or did you just make that up? I can never tell sometimes. Boom! 1850. Gotta love it. Jesus, this guy has some range on him. Nathan... Dude, that name just like opened up a gate. Like that name just like exploded my brain. I remember that. I remember that so vividly. Like, I have such a poor memory in a lot of cases, but there are so many memes at NYLT that I just will never forget. Or like maybe I forget about them until someone brings them up, and then it's like I'm transported back 5 years in my life. Like I go in a time machine and I go back 5 years into the past, and I'm just like I'm just like overloaded. They're just in backlog. It's just sitting there. Like it's literally just like it's like I have a deck of cards that's like 1,000 cards deep, and you say something, and then I just pull out that card. Like you say Nathan Ackerman, and it's just like I go back like 4,000 cards in history, and I just pull out like NYLT 2016 or 2015 or whenever that was. Oh, it's so crazy. That is like mind blowing. Opening a textbook to the right page in class, dude. Yes, but it's like my mind is like this infinite textbook, and like you say the right thing, and then all of a sudden the page just like opens, and like it's just in front of my like this like otherworldly textbook page that's just like, oh my god, I'm just overloaded. Open the syllabus to day 3 page. Oh my god, that just triggered me so hard. What was day 3? Could you tell me what day 3 of NYLT was like? What would we be doing on day 3? Would that be like conflict resolution or something? Or like listening skills and things like that? I don't know what it would be. You can look it up, dude. But if you look it up, then that ruins the fun of it, dude. You got to come up with it on your own. Because I know like the first couple days, like I think day 1 and 2 are just... Oh, maybe it's FISNIP. Do you think like day 2 and 3 were kind of like FISNIP and Edge and that kind of stuff? Dude, if that's correct, I will just nut. That would be an insta-nut moment. Okay, let's just slap him with the pancake. Oh, you can break me out of the pancake? You fucking stinky bastard. You didn't look it up. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm pretty close. I think I've gotten pretty close. Dude, honestly, when I think about it, I feel like I want to do NYLT, but I want to like charge people for it, and I want to do it all myself. You know what I'm saying? I could make so much money if I did my own NYLT. You have no idea. I would be a millionaire in like 2 weeks if I just like copied NYLT and then sold it to people and like did like what would you even call it? Would it be like leadership seminars where I like sit like it would be like 7 seminars or like 5 seminars? Yeah, exactly. I could honestly see myself doing that as a profession and being like really good at it, and like making like going into Microsoft and like realizing that like 70% of the employees at Microsoft are like, they have never interacted with human beings and they don't understand how to interact with human beings. I kind of get that vibe. You know what I'm talking about? National leadership training. Dude, NLT. That is a $1 billion industry. Who is shooting me? These fucking assholes are right there. Take the youth out of it. That's what I'm talking about. Who needs the youth? The youth is wasted on the young. That's what I always say. Hey, if you're 30, if you're a consummate professional, you should talk to Amar Joshi, the national leadership training expert. His 5-day course will take you through rigorous training and teach you what it really means to be a successful business person. That's right. I'm Amar Joshi, and I approve this message. How does that sound? The national leadership trainer. Just an incredible. Like, we've been going for a half hour, and I am just blown away, Kev. I missed you so much. I'm so glad. I am so thankful that you stopped by. This is such a treat. Half an hour in. You could do this all day. Dude, we have an hour and a half left. We are going till 4 p.m. Pacific. Well, till 3:35. So we got an hour of this left. Well, would you look at that? I'm excited about that. Oh, you're a bastard, aren't you? You're a bastard. I'm dead. I need to heal. This guy is going to kill me. Okay, you bastard. I just need to hit him. I need to hit him in the head. Dude, if you're going to be here till 3:35, I am going to be blown. I am going to nut. Like, I'm going to nut continuously for an hour. You need a new graphics card? That's probably the saddest thing I've heard in a long time, dude. Because, like, if you want a new graphics card, it's going to cost you $1,000. I am so upset with, like, dude, honestly, if I ever met a scalper, like somebody, dude, here's what I think about. You have a 1080 Ti? Is that what you were saying? 1050 Ti? Oh my God, dude. I feel so bad for you, dude. I cannot, you'll get through it. Okay? Okay, Kev? You'll make it out of this alive. I know you will. It still runs. Oh my God, dude, I'm so thankful. That I bought a 2060 before the pandemic. Because it's like, as soon as the pandemic hit, a bunch of people just decided that they didn't want to work normal jobs and they just wanted to absolutely destroy the graphics card market. Like, they literally wanted to ruin video games for like 90% of people in the world. It's like, and it's always like fucking Chinese people, people in China that are like scamming the shit out of you and are like drop shipping and are like they buy up like hundreds of graphics cards at once, and then they just upcharge. They literally double the cost, and then they sell it right back to you. And guess what? If they buy out the entire stock, then you have to buy from them. So it only benefits them to literally wipe out the market. Like, the most scummy practices only benefit them, and that's how you know. That's how you know that the people that sell these shit on StockX and the people that sell this shit on eBay are the lowest of the low. We need some regulation, but the problem is, for scalping, yeah, dude. But the problem is, scalpers are so good at what they do, and they care so little for the people they are scalping, that they will just develop new programs. They will just develop new algorithms. Because that's all they care of. It's like it only benefits them to screw you over. And so why would they ever stop? You literally have to go in and arrest these people if you want them to stop. Like, you literally have to make it a criminal offense for any of these people to stop. Because it's like, Nvidia doesn't care. Because it's just, they're selling more graphics cards. They don't care who they're selling it to. They don't care that the market is completely destroyed. It is. Dude, it's like, it's like insulin, dude. It's like the housing market. Like, these people have complete control over the market, and you know what they do with that control? they make it so they have even more control. They just further extremize. They make the market even more extreme and even worse for the consumer. Like, it's literally the same as the Seattle housing market. Like, if you look at rent prices and home prices, it's all exactly the same. Like, every month, home prices get like 5% more expensive because real estate owners, they know that people will still buy homes. Like, they know that there is someone who can afford this $1 million home. So they're just going to charge you as much as they possibly humanly can. And it's so sleazy and it's so slimy and it's so gross. And like, I just want to punch these people in the face like over and over again. I want to, like, it's easier to wait than sell. Yeah, it is. Like, I look at these scalpers and I just want to cave their face in. Like, the spot that their nose is, I want it to go inside their face. I want to collapse their skull. Like, I just get this white hot rage, this unimaginable, this primal fury when I see these people that are just like, oh yeah, and then if they watch this, they're just gonna laugh. And you know why they're gonna laugh? Because they're just the biggest assholes in the world, and they will never care about a single human being on planet Earth. Because it's almost like they're physically incapable of caring about other people. Like, they just, oh my god, dude. Like, they are born without the ability to care. Am I gonna die? Am I gonna die because I'm so infuriated? Oh my god. Like, you really hit a nerve, Kev. Dude, because like, I have a 2060, but like, dude, I want a 3060. I want a 3080. That shit should be $500. I should be able to buy that with one paycheck. But guess what? Now it costs me $1,200. It costs me $1,500. It costs me $1,800 to buy a fucking graphics card. Like, I want to walk into these people's homes and I want to put a hole in their skull. Like, these people are such sleazy bastards. And they know that no one will do anything. They know that no one's going to come to their house. Because if someone went to their house and like beat the shit out of them for being a scalper, they would stop right away. But no one wants to do that. Like, honestly, here's what I'm thinking. I want to like break into somebody's house. Like, here. Figure out where somebody is shipping their graphics cards from. Trace that back. And then like go to that person's house and fucking steal every single one of their graphics cards. I want to rob them blind so that they know how it feels to be at the complete mercy of an absolute asshole. Yes, like pedo catchers. Like the pedo catchers that show up and then fucking do horrible shit to the pedos. Am I gonna die? Like, that's what like, these people, they are so insulated from their consequences that they need consequences more than anyone. Like, these people need to suffer more than anyone. They need to understand like the pain that they bring on people. And I know this sounds cheesy, but I don't care. Like, I don't care because these people are like, they're worthless to me. Like, if you're a scalper, it's like, get a real job. Like, you're such an asshole. Like, you're literally just taking advantage of people who just want to play video games and like just want to spend some of their income to make games more fun. Like, you're literally taking advantage of like probably the most normal people in the world. And like, they know that. It's just like, ugh. I like, if you're a woman, you should never date a scalper. You should never date any of those. Like, if you go to someone's house and they have like a mining rig or they have like 50 graphics cards, like, you just turn around and leave. Like, that person is a worthless human being. It's like, ugh. And I don't care. I hope that scalpers see this and like that there's like a scalper subreddit and they're like, oh, look at this guy. Like, he's like talking shit on us. Too bad I made like $6,000 this month. It's like, dude, It's like, dude, like, get out of here. Like, who do you think you are? Why would I ever care that you're making fun of me? Like, you're such a worthless person. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. And it's like, dude, I feel like I could talk about this shit for hours, but I need to like come up with something else to talk about. It's okay. I'll figure it out eventually. Dude, you can see, dude, I'm fucking fired up. I am fired up. Dude, I feel like I talk about, oh my god, am I going to die? Cuz there's just too many fucking archers. Are you coming over here? Yes, you are coming over here. Let's just let's focus on Dark Souls. Let's take a break. My heart rate, my blood pressure, my body temperature has skyrocketed. I need to get some water. So here, when we get to the Anor Londo bonfire, I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna get some water because I spent a lot of energy just like yelling to the void. But that's just who I am, dude. I feel like I'm that person that like that just has to like, what's the word? Just vent. You know, like I feel like that's kind of something that women need to do a lot, and I don't want to say it as a sexist thing. Yeah. As a man, like you just kind of have to be forceful sometimes. You just need that like that real aggression. Like you need to just let it out sometimes. And it's just like, dude, I need that shit. Where does this go? I don't want to go here yet because I think it's gonna respawn the enemies. Should I let's get the Anor Londo bonfire before I do anything. I'm not here to die like right before I get to the exit. Oh my god. Oh, wait a minute. I think that statue will take me to Ariandel, if I'm right, if I'm remembering this right. Because I would like you to know I am playing with the Cinders mod. And so things are going to be a little bit different. But it's mostly the same. I'm going to be honest. It's very much the same. I think I want to buff this sword again. I think I'm really liking it. And I think I'm curious. Oh, this guy's going to... Oh my god. I'm curious if this is a stagger. Can I actually land that hit though? You fucking bastard. See, like I could handle 1,000 Silver Knights because they're just an AI. They're not an actual living person, so they have no personality. They have no ability. They have like AI has no ability to be an asshole and like treat me like shit and make things not fun. Because like if I'm not enjoying this, it's because I'm not good at it, or like I'm just not good enough. It's not because like somebody is an asshole and is like making my life miserable. That's what I would say. Is that a... Yeah, I don't think I want to grab that shit. I think I'm going to die if I do. Oh. What is this? It's 'cause of I, not other. Kev, I think you mistyped. I want to see what you mean. It's 'cause of I, not other. What does that mean? 100 messages today through Restream chat. Very cool. Oh, I see. Why say lot word when less word do trick? Absolutely legendary, dude. That's the classic. You gotta get down with it. I like how Restream just gave me a little, like it gave me a little trophy or something. Dude, that's good. Kev, that means you've typed 100 messages. How does that... Do you think you've actually typed 100 messages, or does that sound wrong? Because to me it sounds wrong. It sounds like... I feel like you've only typed like 30 messages or something. But like, dude, Restream says that you've typed 100. I don't know, dude. I don't know how you feel about that. I'm glad. You know, usually it's either 0 messages or like Tyler will show up and that's pretty legendary. Looks about right. That's okay. That makes sense. Yeah, maybe I should scroll up. See, Kev, I'm so glad. It like it's just a game changer. Like just having you here to talk and just knowing that like you're just chilling in chat, it's just a game changer. It just makes me so relaxed and I'm having so much more fun. Like, oh my God. I wonder what it'll be like to have more viewers. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting all excited. So like, oh, I don't think I want to spoil this. I want to keep this a secret. I was going to say something. I was going to talk a little bit about my book, but I think I'd rather keep it a secret. I will say just real quick, my book, God's Racetrack Volume 1, hopefully I'm planning on releasing it, God, I don't know, maybe like July, hopefully, or August, because I'm self-publishing it. If you go on my website, you can actually see the cover art for it. I made the cover art myself, so I don't want to hear people talking shit, okay? Because it cost me $0 to make. So yeah, no, don't come here to talk shit. That's what I want to say. I don't want to hear it. And I know, Kev, you're not going to talk shit, but this is a public record, folks. I'm going to use this as an example. If you come here and you want to give me constructive criticism or whatever, honestly, I don't really care. Like, honestly, if I'm being serious, like, okay, give me constructive criticism if you want to give me constructive criticism, but don't expect me to actually change, okay? Don't expect me to actually listen to that criticism. Because I think I know who I am, and I know what I want my book to sound like, and I know what I want me to sound like and look like. And, you know, I feel like there's a very small number of things, there's a very small number of criticisms that people could give me that I feel like I would actually enjoy and benefit from. That's what I would say. Shadow quality, shadows are off. We're going to turn shadows on so that I have a shadow. Oh, I don't have a shadow. Oh shit, I rested at the bottom. Oh, we were going to take a break. Hang on. Let's take a break. Let's just chill out. I need to get some water. I can feel myself getting a little lightheaded. You know, dude, I am just blown away. Like last week it was like 60 degrees and raining. And then literally like June 1st, like the first day of June, it's like fucking 80 degrees. And my nuts are just sweating and I just feel like shit. It's like, dude, I have been in cold weather for way too long. Like, this is murder. This is fucking murder, dude. It's destructive. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. We're going to be doing this for a while, Kev. I need this fucking water. I need it. And I'm going to take these glasses off because they're making me cry. I'm just not used to glasses, dude. Oh, my God. Like, oh, my God. I almost died. And that's what that felt like. I'm still, like, recovering from that cough. Like, bruh. And it's like, is it going to get hotter? It is going to get hotter, isn't it? It's going to get way hotter, isn't it? It's going to be fucking horrible in August and shit. That's what I'm thinking about. It's like, if June is this bad, then like there's going to be some fucking deaths. Like there's going to be some mortality to this heat. Dude, I want to go hiking. That's what I've been thinking. Like, I want to I want to get myself some stuff, and then I want to like go out on a hike, just like a solo hike. I feel like that would be so much fun. Just like getting out into the wilderness, not really wearing a mask because, you know, like, dude, I'm vaccinated. That's right. I'm fully vaxxed. I'm double vaxxed up. I'm good to go. I went down to Bothell to get my second shot. It was like so easy. Kev, are you vaxxed? Same. Legendary. Yeah. That's what you gotta do, dude. It's vax or nothing. That's what I gotta say. You can't be lax about the vax. Right, folks? That's a pretty good one. Moderna, well over 2 weeks. Okay, I'm a Pfizer boy. I'm a Pfizer surprisey, okay? So, you know, I got that in my bloodstream. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling fine. So you didn't have the choice. I mean, like, but I'm sorry, but you had no reaction, just soreness. I mean, that's great, dude. I think I probably had a little bit of a reaction. I did have like one night where I didn't really sleep very well. I was tossing and turning a little bit because I was just so. I did have some soreness, I will say that. But you know, it's worth it overall. Should we just drop down onto these bad boys? Yay! Oh, I missed it. Are these guys gonna drop onto me now? Please don't drop onto me. I just want to face these guys. Because there is an item here. Uh-oh. Did you see that? That was like a complete stutter. Pancaked. Absolutely pancaked. See, that's why that move is so good. Because that move is just like, you can hyper armor through almost any attack. So this guy is a ghost enemy. So he's going to be ultra tough. But these guys only show up in New Game Plus and beyond. So I'm curious to find out, like, if I go to New Game Plus 2, are there going to be more of these guys? And like, what's it like, my mans? What's it like? Ooh, that was a big hit. I don't think I want to be risking those hits. I think it's just one hit and then I back off. Yeah, because this guy has a lot of hyper armor. This guy is going to be absolutely destructive for my existence. I have a feeling he can poise through almost any attack. But guess what? I think I have... If I can just not die... Oh my god, I might die right there. No, I'm good. If I can just not die, then I have enough souls to level up my weapon again. Dude, these guys do so much damage. That's like half my health in one hit. Oh my god. Just awful, dude. Should we try and hit him with a heavy attack? Oh, don't go off the edge. Ooh, that has a double hit. That's actually kind of nice. That did 1,300 damage. But I don't think it's fast enough because I took half my health in one hit. So I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, like I can't even punish his staggers because he's just going to hit me right after that. And now he's dead. So there we go. We got him. We killed the ghost enemy. We got one more dude. Should we even fight him? No, I think we should just drop down. Is this... I think, yeah, there's an item down there. Okay, so we're good to go. Here we go. Drop down here. And then is there an item over here, maybe? See, like, I'm pretty sure that I know the location of, like... Oh, shit. I know the location of, like, 90% of the items in this game. Okay, we're good to go. We're going to go back to the shrine. Yeah, like, literally at this point, I'm... What level am I? I'm, like, level 160-something? 158. Actually, that's not bad. Yeah, I'm level 158. I have 62 in strength, 40 in dex, 25. So once I rank up this Black Knight Greatsword, I'm probably going to have to power level Faith, and I want to get that to 40. Now I want to get... Oh, no, I have to level up Attunement. So I got a couple things that I got to get done. Very complicated, very, very in-depth right now. We got a lot of stuff to handle. Also, I think I might need 4 shards. I think I might need 4 shards, which would suck. back on. I think we should be good to go. I don't think I'm gonna be crying after wearing these. Do I need to? Yeah, I do need to. Just give me a second. Give me a second, Kev. Just gotta clean these off. Oh, well, in the meantime, let's go down and see. How many of these do we need? Where are you? 3! Yes! Yes! Incredible! Alright, so we can rank this bad boy up one more time. Dude, look at that. 237 plus 620. That is just nuts. That is a nutso amount of damage. See, this is why I really like the Cinders mod, and this is why I'm probably gonna get up to like new game plus 50 or something, and just like, dude, I feel like I'm gonna play this character in this save file. I'm gonna play this save file for like 10 years, honestly. Dude, it's like there's like a little glare now. This is so strange. And whatever, I'll figure it out. I'll get used to it. Yeah, like, because at this point, I don't really have a need to update Cinders or anything like that. So I could literally just like continue playing this exact same save file. I could continue playing this save file for the rest of my life. Honestly. And I might. You know, that's the weird thing. Like, I've actually played this game so many times and just like I've redone it and redone it. I just like, dude, there's nothing that I don't know about this game, honestly. I'm just a pro. I'm a pro gamer. 978 only? That's embarrassing. So we're not really getting it much bonus from that anymore. That sucks, dude. Because we only got like, we were at like 9 something. What were we at? Were we at like 930 maybe? 930? Oh, that's right. We were going to check. We were going to go and commune with that statue. Yeah, no clue. Don't worry. I'm just speaking into the void. No, don't worry, dude. I'm just talking. If you don't, the way I see it, if you want to respond to something, go ahead. But I'm just kind of talking. Keep on playing Counter-Strike. Just, you got to get down with that shit. See, that's the thing, dude. I fucking hate Counter-Strike. I hate Counter-Strike. I hate Dota. I hate Apex. I hate Warzone. I hate Call of Duty Cold War. But I have most of them. And you want to know why I have most of them? Because the only time I would ever want to play those is if I was playing it with somebody else. Because playing that shit alone, it just makes me want to die. Like, I play one game and I'm just like, yeah, this isn't for me. I shouldn't be playing these games. Like, I'm never going to enjoy it. You know, like Apex released their new like arenas mode where it's like 3v3. And I was getting trashed so hard, and like the people that I was playing against were like such tryhards that like I just hated it so much. I was like, I feel like I could feel their personalities. You know, like there would be like one dude and he would there's like some woman that can like launch herself into the air. Like her tactical ability is like a grav well that just like shoots you up into the air. And I would see that dude pop up and I would be like, dude, you are such an asshole. Like, fuck you. I just like, clearly you've played this game for like 1,000 hours. And like, you just get so much value out of like destroying other people. And like, oh, I'm a god. I'm going to annihilate these fools. It's like, the people that play competitive games are just so predictable. And obviously, Kev, you are an exception because I know you. And I already know that you're a good guy. And I know that you're not a psychotic asshole. But I get a feeling like I would not want to be friends with people who play a lot of competitive games. Or at least, I guess, I kind of want to qualify this, but also it's like, I feel like I would find a lot of the same personality traits. Yeah, in these people. Like, a lot of Russians who play CS and a lot of I have a friend, bruh. I hate to see it. That is Asia the Shadow intrudes. That is so sad to hear. And dude, my question is, where does that come from? Like, how does someone, is it really that you play a lot of these games and it kind of, he's within the circle of the friend group. Okay. So he's not, don't worry. I'm not judging you based on who your friends are. I think it's totally fine. You know him and you know who he is, so you're friends with him. I trust you. I just get a feeling it's a superiority complex. Yeah. And I feel like video games in a lot of ways breed complexes. Like a lot of video games just breed really unhealthy complexes that I see a lot in people. And like a lot of the games that I play, like if I interact with any of the chats in those games, it's like, oh, a lot of these people just aren't very emotionally mature. Like they just, that's as vague as I can describe it, is like a lot of these people just don't really have a full grasp in the way that like I think of myself as having a full grasp. And I know that's a very self-centered thing to say, but it's like I think I'm a pretty good person. I can say that with some level of confidence that I'm not like a monster, and that I kind of understand. I understand good things about people, and I understand the good things about myself, and I also understand that I have many good things about myself, and I have a lot of positive traits. And I think I can be proud about that. But I think a lot of people that play video games, I can say without being humble that I'm a good person. Yeah. Yeah, like it's weird. Like, isn't that such a strange phenomenon? Like, good people are the type of people that are afraid of calling themselves good people. Like, part of being a good person is not wanting to be overly excited about that kind of stuff. Like, part of being a good person is that you don't really want to call yourself a good person. That's one of the boxes that you have to tick. It's like, oh, is this person a good person? Oh, it's like, oh, do they talk about themselves being a good person? It's like, no, they don't. They don't. In fact, they get embarrassed when you say good things about them. It's like, oh, this person is probably pretty good because they're very humble and blah, blah, blah. But I rarely find that in people who play a lot of video games. And I think what I would say is I am an exception to that rule. So I think there's a good amount of people who are exceptions to that rule. But I think that is the rule. Like, the rule is that the point of a video game is, like, a lot of people use video games to raise themselves, or they use video games to help them grow as a person. And I think what happens is they don't grow in the right ways. They don't grow in a positive way where they actually improve the lives of other people, and so on and so forth. The exceptions are not publicized because they don't sell. Holy shit. Let me read that again for you folks. The exceptions are not publicized because they don't sell. Like, no one cares about good people. That's what I've always believed. It's like the reason that a lot of people don't become successful is because they are good people, and because being a good person is not marketable. It's not like the internet doesn't care about good people. In fact, the internet seems to avoid good people. And they seem to interact mostly with, like, if you go on live stream fails, like, live stream fails is never a positive thing. Like, the purpose of live stream fails is to, like, shit on people in the end. Like, it's like, oh, look at this weirdo. Oh, look at this loser. Oh, look at this dude who's doing something embarrassing. It's like, people on the internet, they just get more joy out of suffering. Is that like, would you say that's a good assessment? I'm curious. I think that's what I would say is, like, the internet teaches you to focus on negative aspects of reality. The internet, being on the internet and interacting with people on the internet, it specializes your personality to make you focus on the negative aspects of people's personality, or the negative aspects of a video game, or I don't even like what else, like literally anything. But is it not just the internet? Is that just reality in general? Is that just how people are naturally? Is like they never want to talk about the good in people. They only want to talk about the bad because in the end, that is more beneficial to those people. Is it like, because I have a feeling like it's very primal. Like it's a very primal concept for someone to be like, my goal as a human being is to make myself be better than everyone else. Like that's kind of what it feels like to me, is that like your goal as a human being is you want to create a situation, or you only want to be in situations where you are superior to other people, and then you can be above and be the elite above other people. I think that's just a natural human tendency that everyone leans towards, is like you are only focusing on others and not yourself. Once again, folks. But also you are only focusing on others and not yourself. You only retract the yourself, huh? I'm confused. I think you had a good point there. I think people have a tendency to look at other people as having flaws because the natural state of a human being is to believe that you are perfect and to believe that you are already the pinnacle of yourself. Because they are. Retract the yourself. I'm confused, Kev. It seems like you had you've got me lost. You said, this part you said, but also you are only focusing on others, not yourself. That makes sense. But then you go retract the yourself, and then you say because they are. And now I'm confused. Now you got me a little discombobulated. I'm sure we got to like reconcile what we're talking about. But I think we're on the same page. It's like, as a human being, your natural tendency is to believe that you are perfect and without flaw and that you can't improve yourself any further than you already have. They are focusing on themselves. Well, it's like, it's a duality. Like, this is what it's such a complicated concept. Like, what we're talking about is the core of humanity and what makes a human a human. And I think what makes a human is like, you are a duality. Like you are two things at once. The duality requires selfishness. But I think it's like, as a human, you can only see yourself as yourself and others. And so there's always that duality of as a human being, you want to believe yourself as being good and you want to believe others as being bad, so that you can come in and improve people's lives. That's kind of how I'm processing this. And so like part of being an aware, part of being a conscious being is realizing that you are a duality and that you aren't just a good person. You are a good person and a bad person living in the same body. And sometimes the good person comes out, but sometimes the bad person comes out. And so your job as a conscious being is to acknowledge that and to focus on strengthening the good person inside of you and understanding the bad person inside of you, so that you can be aware of those situations when your badness is actually detrimental to people's health or to other people. And I think that's what it is like, I think what happens is like when you play certain video games or you just live, like people who are just living, their natural tendency is to believe that they only have a good person inside of them. And so then you run into this conflict where you say, well, I'm a good person. I can't be doing bad things. And so it's like you build up, like, it's almost like the human mind is built to create fallacies around itself. And like as a human, your tendency is to kind of create situations and scenarios where you can come out on top. And you always frame reality in a certain way where where like where you end up being on top in any situation, where you say like, oh, I did this bad thing, but it's okay because I can grow from it, or whatever. Or I'm just spitballing at this point because it's very conceptual, and it's like where. So there's a disconnect in in a lot of people's, like, I think that's mostly what defines someone who isn't emotionally mature. Is there's kind of this disconnect where you don't fully understand everything about yourself, and you can't even be aware of the fact that you have a superiority complex, and that is part of the complex. It's specialized. It builds on your personality evolves over your lifespan. And so what happens is, as you evolve, you kind of build up layers upon layers upon layers of fallacies to protect yourself from the concept that there is a bad person inside of you as well as a good person. Like, that is the inherent failure of all humanity. Like, that is the value that humans lack, or like that is the negative aspect of all humanity, is that you don't want to acknowledge the fact that you have negative personality traits, and that you do things that are negative, or the way that you interact with the world is detrimental to someone in some way. Like, even when you abstract it that much, it's still hard for people to be aware of that concept and to acknowledge that in real life. And I really think that it's kind of a question of what versus why. And let me explain. So I think for a lot of people, we understand what the what is. Like, the what is the problem? The problem is that people on the internet develop superiority complexes. But the why is a lot more complicated. Like, you can say, it's very easy to say that, oh yeah, I feel like a lot of people on the internet have negative complexes. But then as soon as you want to understand why that happens, now it becomes this incredibly complex issue. It becomes so much more in depth, because now you're dealing with human psychology, and you're trying to understand why a person is the way they are. That is one of the most difficult questions in existence. Like, why are you the way you are today? What brought you to this point? What situations made you, or like, what situations were influential on you as a person? It's like all of these questions that are just these mind-bogglingly huge concepts. But it's like, in the end, the reason that those concepts exist, or the reason that we talk about those concepts, is because there are a lot of people that have a lot of negative personality traits that affect other people. And it's like, we want to help those people, right? Like, in the end, if I see someone playing a game and I'm like, wow, this person is an asshole, my immediate thought is like, oh, I bet people don't really like this person. Or what I would also say is, the people that do like them are exactly the same as them. And so what happens is, all that happens is their personalities evolve exactly the same, and so they end up becoming the same bad person, the same person with all of these negative personality traits and all of these problems with their existence. And it really is like, you can't do anything about it. Like, there's a new generation of kids that is like so emotionally immature that it would like blow my mind. I am confident like that there is a whole new generation of children that are like completely ill prepared for the world around them, and they just like their personalities are a massive detriment to their life, and like just the way they are as a person is causing them and other people around them suffering. And it's like, that is a new generation. That's the generation of kids who were raised on video games and who were raised by people who believed that like that they would grow up to be normal, or like that they would grow up to care about other humans. Is kind of how I think about it. When really what happens is video games and the internet teaches them that they have to build up the thickest walls in existence, because everyone on the internet just wants to destroy them, and everyone on the internet just wants to pick them apart and tear them to pieces and just break them down to their smallest piece, and then say, yeah, you are worthless. And that's the goal of people on the internet, because the people that you're interacting with are the exact same as you are, right? They exist as a very primal version of humanity. Like a version of humanity that can't conceptualize that they are harmful to people, or however you want to describe it. Like this is a very complicated topic, but it's like the people that you're interacting with are teaching you very, very dangerous and very, very hard lessons, and lessons that you shouldn't be learning, and lessons that you shouldn't be taking to heart, because if you did take those lessons to heart, then you would be hurting people in the future. Like the lessons that you learn from the internet are lessons that like murderers learn. Like I'm being hyperbolic, but it's like in a very broad sense, it's all the same thing. It's like you are being attacked, you need to defend yourself at any cost, and if anyone does something that you don't like, then they are attacking you and you should destroy them. Like it's like that's what, you know, I feel like a conservative when I talk about this, but it's like that's kind of what cancel culture is. It's like I see it very clearly where someone, so person A says something to person B, and then whatever they said offended person B. And so what happens is person B gets triggered, right? That is a concept that we are all familiar with, but it's way more dangerous than you let on. Because like when a person gets triggered, the idea is they lose rationality. Like the concept of being triggered is like you are trying to avoid triggering people, because you know that if you do trigger them, then there's no point to a conversation, because they've lost all reality. Like because something is so traumatic to them that it triggers them to go into fight or flight. And it triggers them to be like, this person is attacking me, I have to destroy them. Like they go into that primal animal mode where they just say, I will not rest until this thing is dead or this thing is destroyed. And that's like that is the fight response, you know? Sometimes people have the flight response, but when you get triggered, then it's the ultimate fight response, because your body won't allow yourself to quit. Like whatever happened to you was so traumatic that your mind forever knows to defend itself, and your mind forever associates that idea with attacking and being attacked, and this absolute fear, this carnal, like primal fear of like this thing wants me dead. Like, this thing is going to destroy me. I have to destroy it now. And it's like, that's what cancel culture is. It's like a few people on the internet get massively triggered, and then it just becomes a tidal wave, you know? If you get enough force behind something, then all of a sudden it has infinite momentum, and you can't stop it anymore. Like, it's at some point you put it to motion and then you have no control over it anymore, because it's already far beyond your capability. It's already vastly more powerful than you are as a singular entity, as a singular human being. And so, like, even if you were the one who started that, and even if you don't want it anymore, you can't do anything about it. And so, so this is what happens, right? Somebody on the internet, somebody on Twitter says something, or maybe they said something, right? Maybe they said something 2 years ago. Maybe they said something 3 years ago. Maybe they said something 5 years ago, 10 years ago. But the important thing is that somebody read that and they got so offended that they have to now destroy the person that said that. And they will not rest until that person is dead. And like, that's what I think of as cancel culture. Because you know, if you talk about someone like Michael Jackson's already dead. But if you talk about someone like Bill Cosby, you're not canceling Bill Cosby. You are bringing karma back to that person, right? Like, that person has actually genuinely harmed a lot of people. Or like Chris D'Elia. Like, that person is extremely harmful towards normal people who just want to live their lives. That person is extremely harmful. So you aren't canceling them. You are making them responsible for their actions, and you are showing them that their actions have real consequences. So I don't think you should call it canceling that person. I think you should call it giving that person what they deserve. Because, like, if you are a person who assaults women, or if you are a person who physically assaults people, like attacks people in the streets, or like if you are a person that emotionally assaults people, it's like you deserve everything that comes to you. Like, you deserve all the suffering that happens to you because you brought suffering on people and you did it intentionally and you knew what you were doing. And so you should have consequences for those actions because your actions were horrible and destructive, and no one should ever do that. I think canceling someone is reading something or seeing something that offends you, not necessarily something that hurts people directly, but something that if words offend you and then you want to destroy that person because you are triggered, then you are canceling them. You are saying, I don't like this person so much that I want them to never be successful. And I think that's different. I think that it's the words that you use are very important in society, you know, because the words that you use have definitions to go along with them. And it's very important how you define things so that you can identify the difference between very important things. Like, I think preventing actual like rapists and assault and people who assault people, like stopping those people from interacting with more people. Like, you think of James Charles, who is just constantly talking to underage guys or underage people in general. It's like, that person should not be allowed to have power. That person should be given consequences for their actions, and they aren't given consequences. I think the inverse of that is what canceling is. Like, there isn't a good word to describe what should happen to James Charles. Like, there's not a verb that you can use to say like, oh yeah, we want to X this person, right? Because it's more complicated than that, right? If this person is genuinely dangerous to other people, then it's way more complicated than just canceling that person. And you have to think of it that way. Because canceling someone just sounds pathetic. Like, if you say we need to cancel this person, it's like internet speak. It's like calling someone cringe or like saying bruh. Like, it doesn't have the same hit. And I think because it doesn't have the same hit, it doesn't represent that. Like, it doesn't represent something so meaningful as like bringing an assault, like bringing a dangerous person to justice. Like, you get what I'm saying? If you said, yeah, we just canceled Bill Cosby or we just canceled Harvey Weinstein, everyone in the room would laugh at your face because it's just so pathetic. Like, you can't, it's not that you canceled them, it's that you brought them to justice. Like you made them acknowledge the suffering that they've brought on other people. It's so much more than canceling. And that's why I think the word canceling is used, like when conservatives use the word cancel culture, they're actually using it correctly. I'm putting that out there. Like when Tucker Carlson talks about cancel culture, I think the people that he's talking about are wrong, right? Like when you hear conservative people compare vaccines to the literal Holocaust, it's like that person shouldn't be canceled. That person just shouldn't have a platform. Like, that person is so dangerously stupid that like they are just causing problem. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Let's see if this fixes itself. I just want to make sure that this is okay. I saw that come up. We've been sitting here for a while, but I do just kind of want to talk. You know, I feel like this show is kind of a duality show. Like, part of it is playing games, but part of it, this is just kind of a soapbox for me to talk. You know, I find a lot of value just talking. I just want to make sure that it's still picking me up okay. Yeah, it looks like YouTube is struggling. Yeah, so the stream status went down to poor, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. It looks like we're reading ourselves okay on the bit rate, so we're just going to have to let it sit. I think Twitch is okay. Yeah, Twitch, so it looks like Twitch had a little bit of issues with the bit rate, but I think we're okay now. So we're going to get back into it. So what are we doing? Shit, I'm getting completely off track. I was talking about cancel. Anyway, I'm getting so off track. Like, Marjorie Taylor Greene should not be canceled. She should just atone for her action. I think that's the phrase I would use to describe what should happen to James Charles and all of these people. They need to atone for their actions because their actions have caused suffering on people. It's like, it's that simple. Like, if you're talking to underage fans or if you're talking to fans in general, it's like, that shit is gross. Like, you should atone for that shit. And you need to learn that you shouldn't be doing that because obviously you don't understand why you shouldn't be doing that. And it's like, you clearly are not worthy of the platform that you have. And so people should take that platform away from you. I think when you say, the only time that I would say someone is that someone is about to get, or that someone is like, that people are trying to cancel someone is like, oh, Conan made a bad joke in 2012 and now everyone's trying to cancel him. It's like canceling someone is just cringy, dude. It's just like, we need to cancel this person. We need to cancel them. It's like, even saying it, it's just like, ugh. You know, like, it's not deserving of the credit of the stature that it has. I think the canceling should be used to describe the worst version of, you know, like the version that isn't necessary. Because I think we already know, like, we're already good. Anyway, I kind of got off on a tangent. But I feel like this is kind of just like a podcast. You know, like I'm doing a solo podcast. It's just me. And I'm just talking. And that's kind of why I called it the variety show. Because I really just want to do what I want. You know, I just want to sit back. I just want to talk. Just want to drink some water and play some Dark Souls. I'm not really here to do anything specific. You know, I don't care about going into Twitch and putting in the right game and putting in all the tags and blah 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 and blah blah blah. Like it's just so boring and meaningless to me. It's just so meaningless. Like marketing myself, ugh. Like why would I ever want to do that? I just like that's always how I viewed marketing. I think it's necessary. Like I know that I'm not successful. I know that the content that I make no one watches. But I also don't care. Like at some point, here's my thought. At some point I will interact with someone who is vastly more successful than I am. Like infinitely more successful than I am. My hope is that I will get to interact with one of those people and that those people like me. That's my goal. That's always been my mindset is I just want to make things that I can be proud of, and I just want to make something that people can look back on and be like, "Yeah, this is cool. I like this." You know, I just want to have a great backlog. I want it to be easy for people to watch my content, and I want it to be enjoyable content. That's it. I don't need to advertise. I think the speaker turned off, so I think we're going to have to fix this. Okay, never mind. The audio's okay. It got really quiet for some reason. I don't know if I can do anything about that, but I think we're just going to have to go. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. We had a good chat. We still got half an hour left. Once again, I cannot state it enough how wonderful it is to have Kev here. Kev, if you're still here, I'm so appreciative. I feel great just to have another person here. What are we doing though? Have we killed? No, so we haven't killed what's his face? We haven't killed the dancer yet. So I think we should kill the dancer. I think we should kill the dancer before we fight Aldrich, because then we can do Aldrich and then we can power through and do Yorm too. Because this is always how I tend to do things. I think we're good to go. I think we're just gonna do it. Let's just do it, folks. Okay. Let's just do it. Okay. So we're gonna go High Wall of Lothric, and then I think we want to go High Wall of Lothric also. I think this is the path that we want to take. Hopefully we can beat her on the first try. That's my goal. You know, I fought Dancer 1,000 times. I fought her so many times. I am so comfortable fighting her, but I know that I could still get absolutely obliterated in a fraction of a second. Ah, yes, we are in the right place. Why does this look so weird to me? Oh, it's because we are on the opposite end. Ah. So now we just make the run. Okay, so now we do the run. Yeah, I feel like we had a good discussion. Dude, I feel like, honestly, I don't know why I'm getting this lag. But I also feel like it isn't lag. You know, because I was talking about Nioh 2. And I think what happens is, like, when you play your games at 120 FPS, and you just get used to how buttery smooth it is, and just how wonderful and glorious it is to play a game at 120, it's just like playing a game at 60 is just pitiful. And that's why, like, when I play Dark Souls and I play Sekiro, and I even play Dark Souls Remastered, it's like, it just feels slow to me. It just feels slow because technically it is slow. Oh, there's a bonfire over here, isn't there? Did I get this bonfire? Or is the pursuer gonna... I did get this bonfire. Let's rest here. Yes, this is Night's Rest. Okay, perfect. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know for the future. So yeah, like playing Sekiro is so difficult for me because I've been playing Neo 2 and Neo 2 is so fast paced and you die in an instant, so it's very similar to Sekiro, but Neo 2 runs at double the frame rate, so it's just like so smooth. Like it's glorious. I love Neo 2. It's honestly one of my favorite games ever, period. And I've thought about it, like, I kind of want to make a video that's just like honestly, the greatest games of all time for me are Neo 2 and Pac-Man 256. Those are like the two greatest games ever created in history. They are just like so incredible and honestly perfect. Like I can barely think of a single flaw with Neo 2. It's just like such a glorious accomplishment. And I think about like my goal with God's Racetrack is to eventually make a game that is better than Neo 2. That's what I'd say. Like after I played Sekiro and after I played Neo 2, all I want to do now is create a game that's better than that. Like create a game that has iterated on so many ideas and takes homage and pays homage to so many concepts in video games that are just absolutely core to like why I have fun. Just so many things like having a good amount of stats and having perfect animation and just everything is just so polished and so divine, and like I just have so many ideas, and I just I want it to be a roguelike so I can just play it, but I also want to have a mode where you can just play it forever. Like most roguelikes there's like a final boss, but I don't want to have that. Like I want to have a mode where you can just play. You can play and play and play and just you can go as far as you want, and it gets better every time, and I'm going to die. And I think like that's so hard, and that's why like I want to do this right, and I want to make I really want to make my IP like this like God's Racetrack. I really want to make it something that's actually profitable for people, so that I can propose this idea to like Warner Brothers, because that's my dream. My dream is to talk to Warner Brothers and have them be like, yeah, we want to pay you to do an animated TV show, and we want to pay you to do a video game. That would be like, if that actually happened, I could die happy. And that's like 20 years in the future. Honestly, like I would be very happy if that happened before my 40th birthday, right? Because that's my feeling, is like I got a long road ahead of me, and this is the very beginning. Like I'm about to self-publish volume 1 of what I probably think it's going to be like an 8 or a 10 volume series. Like by the time I get to my Wano arc, I'm probably going to have 10 books already. Because it's just going to be I just have so many ideas, and I want to do all of them, and I don't want to have to skimp on anything. I want it to just be I want it to be so incredible. I want it to just, I want to read back. I want to read it through and be like, oh my God, like this was great. I want to be 30 years old and go back and read volume 1 of God's Racetrack and be like, God damn. I still had it when I was 18. Like I knew how to write when I was 20 years old. That's what I want to be like. I want to be like 35 and be able to look back and be like, holy shit, that's how far I was. Like that's how good I was at 20 years old, and then think about how good I am now, and what I'm writing now and all this crazy shit. And it's just like, dude, there's so much stuff that I'm so excited about working on and trying out. Boom! 2 attunement slots. There you go, folks. So that's step 1. See? This is what I'm talking about. It's all the same. like if you're good at conceptualizing things and like abstracting ideas, then you'll realize that most of reality is exactly the same. You know, like when I'm playing Dark Souls 3 and I'm level 160 and I need to be level 175 before I can use my this ability that I want, it's like, yeah, you're in it for the long haul. Like if you want this game to be the way you want, then you're gonna have to put in some time, right? Right, Bucko? Right, kiddo? Like you gotta step up. You gotta put both feet forward. All right. So here's what we're doing it for. FP cost 100. Are you kidding me? Do I have 100 FP? Please tell me I have 100 FP. Yes, 132. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, we have 2,000 health. That's kind of great. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if I want to be able to use Tears of Denial, then I'm going to have to play a lot. Like, I'm going to have to be playing this game for a long time because, dude, I got a lot of shit to do. I got a lot of shit. How do I get to, I forgot. I don't think I can get to the, oh my God, I'm going to have to look it up. I'm going to have to remember how I get to the, how I fight Champion Gundyr. Let's look this up. Let's just go Cinders. Here, we got to close this. Let's go Cinders. What is it called? Cinders mod. Shit. Champion Gundyr? Champion Gundyr Cinders? Untended Graves. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. To get to the Untended Graves, you must first obtain the Seal of Judgment, then interact with the giant coffin near the Overgrown Sanctum bonfire. Where's the Overgrown Sanctum? What's this? Oh, that's it. Okay. Seal of Judgment? Do I have a Seal of Judgment? Acquisition. Consume Kingsbarden at the same spot as the Path of the Dragon gesture location. Okay. So let's just see if I have that, because I might be able to get to the Untended Graves normally. Items, key items. No, I don't have a Seal of Judgment. Look at that. I have like 5 of every other key item. Except that one. Okay, so then what we're going to do, let's see how far we can get into the Consume Kingsguard. That'll be our closer. We actually played Dark Souls 3 the whole time. That's really impressive. I don't usually play that way. You know, at least in my last stream. In my last stream, I was kind of jumping all over the place. You know, I played a little bit of Skull. I love Skull. I love NeoWiz. And NeoWiz came out with Dandy Ace too, which I gotta play. I barely have touched that game because it's just so... I'm just so impressed. I love the roguelike genre because it's just like, it's such an arcade game. I just love... Like, I'm an arcade gamer at heart. I would love to, like, go into an arcade and, like, sit down and play some Street Fighter or play some whatever. I don't even know what it would be. Oh, nice. That's a kill. So that's pretty good. I have a feeling that I might want to use the Dragon Bone Smasher. Because, yeah, the Dragon Bone Smasher at +6 does 910. And I don't really use the Black Knight Greatsword's heavy attack because it's just too slow. But the Dragon Bone Smasher also has the same weapon art. It has the same pancake weapon art. So we still have that usability. I need to get some water. I am fucking parched. Oh my God. I guess for me, only having 40 ounces of water for 2 hours is kind of rough. Because I'm basically done with that water bottle. But it's so nice. Like I was talking earlier about going hiking. And I've thought about it, and it's like, if I want to be safe and if I want to have enough water, I'm probably going to have to bring like a gallon of water. Like literally like a gallon or like a gallon and a half of water. Cause I just like, I feel like a 4 mile long hike or anything longer than that is going to take a couple hours. And it's just like so fucking hot. It's so deathly hot, and I'm so ill prepared for the heat that, like, dude, I bet I could burn through a gallon of water if I was on a hike. I bet I could burn through that in like an hour and a half. Honestly, like, oh my god, I'm just like, as soon as the temperature rises and gets above 70, I'm dead. Like I'm literally like a piece of beef jerky. I just start rotting. I just can't handle it. It's so destructive. Maybe I'll open the window. Cooler? Feels a little cooler. Let's have the window open for a little bit. Oh, that's kind of nice. Oh, but that doesn't like the green screen does not like. Oh, sorry. Oh. Ah, much better. I feel better already. Who's this? Did the Puss of Man see me? No, he didn't. Oh, there's a bonfire right here. Oh, and then there's the Mirror Knight. I forgot about him. Shit. There's a bonfire here? There's a bonfire? Say less. Say less. Say less. Right? Dude, like, I've been talking so much that I'm starting to lose my voice, I feel like. I think that's what's happening. Oh, yeah, now I can hear the garbage truck. I think it is a little... Oh, he saw me. He saw me. Shit. Gotta kill this guy. Oh, my God. I fucking hate this guy, the Mirror Knight. Should we back him up and then try and fight him up here? Is he gonna bug out? Can we just bug him out? Come on, let's get some free hit. Yeah, man. Too easy. Too easy. See, isn't that kind of sick? Like, so what Cinder's mod does is that they take they basically take like the moveset of the Halberd Knights and the moveset of the Dragon Slayer armor, and then they apply it to a bunch of bosses that you fought in other games. So it's not like you're fighting a unique AI, but it is still like you're fighting another boss, and it's kind of like a mini boss that you have to fight before you fight the actual boss. So it's really cool. Honestly, I love the Cinders mod. I'm gonna be honest. I might update it because like I would love to see what else they do because it's just so incredible. Like the team at Cinders has just put in so much good work. They've like to the point where I feel confident that I could play. You know, I said it before. I feel like I could play this game for the rest of my life. Like when people talk about like Elden Ring and a bunch of other shit, I'm like, yeah, like Elden Ring would be great, but guess what? Like Dark Souls 3 is already an absolutely incredible achievement. Like Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro, if you download the right mods, are like some of the most impressive, technically advanced games in history. They are just so good. They are so well done. And like honestly, I think that the modding community, like the Dark Souls modding community, is like some of the most incredible people on the planet. They are like so good at what they do, and they are so incredible at understanding the game, understanding the software, understanding the ins and outs and how they all work, and just being able to unpack the game and then repackage it in a completely unique way And basically, like if you buy Dark Souls 3 and if you buy Sekiro, then you literally have like 5 different games each. You know, like you have an item randomizer, you have an enemy randomizer, you have the Cinders mod. You could do a no leveling run, you could do a boss rush mode. Like all of this shit that is just so impressive in every way, shape, and form. I'm just blown away every single time I play any of these mods. I cannot state it enough how impressed I am with the ability of the modders of the Dark Souls community. Like, truly, like, these guys and girls and whoever, like, the people that mod these games are, like, the cream of the crop. They are so good at what they do, and they are so good at software. Like, it is software engineering. That's what they are doing. Like, if I were to develop a game, this is what I'm thinking about. When I develop a game, when I develop God's Racetrack, the game, I want to hire, like, all of these people. I want to hire the entire Cinders team. I want to hire the guy who created the enemy and item randomizer for Sekiro. I want to hire him. I want to hire the guy who created the item randomizer for Dark Souls 3. I want to hire them. I should be saying them for all of them, but that's okay. Like, these, I am so blown away at the raw talent that these people have, and just the pure ability that they have to just do anything. Like, if you go on the Nexus page, you can find anything, especially Dark Souls 3. Like, the APIs that have been created for Dark Souls 3, like Mod Engine, I would love to hire the Mod Engine team and work with them and really be like, and just talk with them and be able to have a conversation with, like, what is it like doing what you do? Like, how are you so good at this? How can you just blow my socks off, like, every time? And what you do is, like, nearly perfect. Like, I really can't understate enough, like, how just incredible and how the things that the Dark Souls modders can do is like good lord. Like, these guys are wizards. These guys and girls, these people are fucking wizards with the game. I'm so impressed. And I would love to talk to them, and I would love to support them monetarily. I would love for my project, like my intellectual property, I can only dream that one day that is so valuable that I can give all of these people jobs and I can pay them a living wage, right? Like, pay them, like, I want to pay each of these people like $100,000 a piece, easily, like $100,000 a year. That seems like they deserve every single penny of that, because they're monsters. Like, they're so good at what they do. I would love to, like, you know, I talk a lot about emotional maturity, and I feel like these modders, like the people that spend time and really are invested in these games, you know, like Terraria modders, like Minecraft modders, all of these people are just so good at what they do, and they take their craft so seriously, and they care so much. You know, like, here's what I would say. On one end of the spectrum is scalpers. On the other end of the spectrum is modders. Scalpers care zero for gamers. Like, the people who scalp graphics cards, they don't care at all about people who play video games. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, the people who mod video games, they care so much. Like, the people who mod video games, they care so much more about gamers. They care infinitely more about gamers than scalpers ever will. Like, modders are some of the most incredible people in existence. Like, Cause a lot of times when you mod a video game, no one's paying you to do it. No one is even giving you donations. Like, some people might donate to you, but a lot of people don't. Like, most people don't donate. And I feel like I should be donating because they're so valuable. Like, they're such incredible people. Like, they all have their own Patreon. Patreon was used for modders for a long time. That's where I saw it first. Like, long before YouTubers had a Patreon, long before, like hot girls or like Twitch influencers or whatever, long before that, it was the modders. The modders were the one who were saying, hey, I'm going to make this free content for you, and I hope that you pay me. Like, that is you have to be so selfless and so respectful, and you have to care so much about the game that you mod to do that. And I'm just like, I can't stress it enough how, like, you should never treat a modder poorly. Like, you should never make their life difficult or like bring stress on their life, because they are just providing a free service for you most of the time. Like, usually 90% of the time, they're providing a free service that nets you potentially infinite content. Because that's how a lot of modders design their mods. Is like, they're building a framework through which every single gamer could potentially be playing this specific game for the rest of their life. Like, that is the mindset that I see a lot in these modders. It's like, to me, a perfect game is a game that you can download once and have fun playing for the rest of your life. That is a perfect game. And so what I would say is there's a lot of perfect games in existence thanks to modders, because the modders are the ones that are going in and they're saying, I want this game to be more convenient. I want this game to be more fun. Like, I want people to play this game a lot. Like, that's the goal of a modder, is to basically is to make the game as easy and as approachable and as fun as they possibly can. Because the more fun a game is, the more you want to play it, and the more you want to keep it downloaded forever. And so I would say, like, there's a lot of games, a lot of roguelikes. That's why I play roguelikes. Because to me, the concept of a roguelike is the perfect game. Like, the concept of being able to play a game forever and having it be a similar experience but also a different experience, that concept is, you can never do it again. It's a perfect idea. It's an unbreakable idea. There are no, to me at least, I think this is more of a personal opinion, but I think there are almost no flaws in the concept of a roguelike. It's just such a perfect idea, and it encapsulates everything you want from a video game. And I think for a lot of people, competitive games are also perfect games. Because when you play a competitive game, you can play it forever because you're getting better and you're playing against better people. But I just can't get down with that. I just can't, To me, as soon as you bring other people into the mix, then it becomes dangerous, right? As soon as I have to rely on other people for my fun, and as soon as, here's what I think. Like, when you play a competitive game, you have more fun when people are worse than you. That is when you have more fun as a competitive player. But on the converse, if everyone you play with is better than you, then you just won't have much fun because you know why? Because you're going to be losing all the time. Everyone's going to be shitting on you because they're better than you, and you know that they have that superiority complex. And so you're just stuck. Like, you're just stuck in this rut where you can never improve yourself, and so you never have fun. And that's what competitive games are for me. It's like, I feel like I'm trapped. I'm trapped with the assholes, and I can never escape being surrounded by assholes. It's just like, it's yucky, dude. I don't like it. I don't want to get down with it. So I really have to pee. So what we're going to do, we are going to get the seal of judgment, and then we are gone. We are good to go. We are getting out of here. Because I think oh, that's almost a kill. So we might be able to kill him in one hit. So we will grab the seal of judgment, and then I think we will be good. Is it right here? Where is it? Is it over here somewhere? I'm trying to figure out where it is. Bone fragments, very cool. Yeah, man, where's the seal of judgment? Is this guy alive? No, he's dead. Oh, commune? Oh, no, I didn't want to do this. Commune. So that's how I get to Archdragon Peak. Can I go back? Shit, I can't go back. God damn it, dude. I'm fucking stuck here. There better be a place I can commune with somewhere. God damn it, dude. That's infuriating. Dude, I have to pee so bad. There's no way. Okay, goodbye. Fuck it. We're going away. We're leaving. I have to pee, so we're gonna close out the stream. Just real quick. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed my rants. You know, I kind of talk and I blah 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 and I blab on. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I had tons of fun. This was a great episode for me. I'm so full of energy. I feel great. I'm so happy. So with that, God damn it, my mouse isn't working. Oh, it is working. So with that, thank you all for stopping by. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.